You. I ought to throw you out the goddamn window. What do I get with this service? The only thing I fucking paid for is the ability to play online. Well, what else did I get? What else did I fucking get? I can't back up on my save data. Only fucking certain games are supported. 20 fucking NES games that I played 10 fucking times already. And now you want me to buy your fucking NES controllers that only support the fucking NES games. They charge on the Switch. Who the fuck is gonna play that shit for 12 plus hours? Yes, this is about PlayStation Classic. I'm sorry, but fuck Nintendo.
Super Bowl sides. I need a fine dime with some Super Bowl dimes. You say you the truth, that's a Super Bowl lie. I flex on a nigga like a super swole guy. You come into the squad and you super gon' die. I make it look easy and I super don't try. It's funny, everybody always looking up to me, but I've always been a super short guy. Bye.
What is going on, guys? This is JWAGS 412, and shout out to all new subs, all my current subs. Love all you guys. Thank you guys all so much for your support. I know I don't say enough. So, we got some interesting news recently, and that is the announcement of the PlayStation 1 Classic. God damn. I knew this was going to come eventually, but I did not think it would be this soon. I have very fond memories of the PlayStation 1 system. That's one of my first systems that was truly mine that I owned. I believe it came out in 94 in Japan, 95 in the States. I could be wrong about that. It was somewhere around that time frame, though. And some of the most iconic games were started on the PS1. Some of the most iconic characters started on the PS1. They're still around today. You know, just multiple examples, but, you know, Laura Croft being the one to come out most recently, but Tomb Raider. So there, I have many fond memories of the PlayStation 1 system, but I have to look at this from a different point of view here, not just my love of the system, and I'm going to tell you guys my honest opinion of the announcement of this system. So Sony kind of announced out of the blue here, they are releasing a Sony mini PlayStation, looks like the original PlayStation that released, December 3rd, I believe, of 2018, which is this year, which is right around the corner, which is smart for the holidays. Now they have announced that this system will release with 20 games. That's right, 20 games. So goddamn generous. Now they announced 5 of them, 15 have yet to be named, but I'm very curious to see what the list is going to be. Obviously there's some obvious choices here, the games that are icons, games that go hand to hand with PS1, that being, you know, Metal Gear Solid in my opinion, Medieval, Gran Turismo, the original Resident Evil. There's so many great games for PlayStation 1 that can go to this game. It'd be a hard list to choose, but why the fuck 20, man? Is my first question. Why 20? They're not making any money on these games anymore, guys. They're not, you know, collecting a check revenue from these games somewhere else. So why only give us fucking 20? I don't think there's a website where you can emulate this. I think it's hard to emulate this thing. But it shows me if PlayStation can do this, right? If they can emulate these games and put them into their own little box, then they can put this shit on the PS4. If they put this emulation into a little box, they can sure as fuck put this emulation onto the PS4 system and make it so available to everybody. And I wouldn't care if they can charge $5 a game, but let me pick the games I want to play instead of you giving me this bundle for me. Like I said, there are so many games from the PS1 library to choose from, but 20 fucking games, that's pretty goddamn stingy. Matter of fact, that's one game less than Nintendo's newest SNES console. So let's talk about that shit. Now, we all know a year or so back, Nintendo released the NES mini console. It was a great success for them. They were selling out, all this other shit, and they made some new ones, but it was very successful, very profitable for them. They made a lot of fucking money off nostalgia. Then they made the SNES mini classic. The first one had 30 games, the SNES mini had 21 games, and now we have a PS1 mini classic. Now, did PS1, or did PlayStation, Sony, did they copy Nintendo? No. Nintendo's not the first company to do something like this, but a good point here is Nintendo, it was the first company to create a box, a retro box, but at the same time still have a console in the modern gaming market. Now PlayStation saw their success and they have followed suit. So no, they did not copy Nintendo, but Nintendo sure as fuck inspired them to do it. This is a coincidence, guys. Nintendo's not celebrating the 23rd goddamn anniversary of the PS1. They saw the success of the NES mini classic consoles and they followed suit because they want a piece of that bread. So what do? They release a console with less games on it for more money, and the shit is absurd. It reeks of Nintendo's business model, business practices, and this is something that I thought Sony was above. Now at this point in the video, you might be asking yourself, JWAGS, what is your problem? Why is this so bad? Why do you have such a big problem with this PS1 mini console? I'll fucking tell you why. It's $100. They're directly following what Nintendo did. It's $100 fucking for 20 games. Guys, I don't care how big the games are, right? Because people make comparison, well, the NES, SNES games are small. These PS1 games are almost a gig, some of them, so it's going to cost more memory. Fuck you. These games, some of these games are 20 plus years old. That does not warrant a $100 fucking price hike. All this is a little plastic box with a little tiny little switchboard in there, a little emulation switchboard, and 2 controllers that don't even have fucking analog sticks. And to top it all off, no fucking AC adapter. Now, it says right in the box, it includes a USB charger, but if you sell me something, right? Why not give me the fucking power source? Why not give me something I can plug to the wall? Why am I required to find my own power source? People say, oh, just use USB. What? I don't want to plug, what? I guess what? Plug into my Switch, plug into my Xbox One port, PS4 port. I shouldn't fucking have to do that. Give me the goddamn power cord. I'm paying you $100 fucking. And for those of you who think it's not a big deal, next time you go buy a goddamn cell phone, bet money you get home and pull out that box, there's no power cord in there, you're gonna lose your goddamn mind. This could have easily been like, I don't know, how about the PS1 Classic Edition on a disc? Kind of like how Sega released their Classic Edition with all them games on there, and you had a big library to choose from. That'd be cool. Even if they charge 50, 60 bucks for it, fine. It's like a new game or 20 years on, fine. 60 bucks, I could take that, respectable, download it or buy a disc, write my PS4, bam, good to go. But no, it's not the route they're going. They decide to directly rip off what Nintendo has been doing because they see that it's still profitable. Collector's item my ass, guys. This is all about money for Sony. It's not a collector thing. They want this. They saw its success, and that's why they are doing it. So either, like I said, they could have put out a disc or an app or a game just with all these games on it. They could easily, it's now it's shown, they could easily just emulate this on the PS4. You could download an app on PS4, emulate these games, and they can sell it by the game. I would have much rather seen them go that route. But I'll tell you what, as much shit as I give Xbox, as much shit as I give Xbox all the time for the lack of games, for lack of exclusives, for all the bullshit they do, all this corny shit they put out there, everything Xbox does that pisses us off as a fan base and as gamers, the one thing they get right is backwards compatibility. The fact that, and that's all emulation too, guys. It's not really reading the disc, just a license, then if the game plays. But anyway, so you pop a disc in from the Xbox One, like the original Xbox 360. If the emulator supports it, you're good to go. If you already own the game, just punch it in. That is awesome. Or they have the library. If you don't own that game physically, you download it online. So pick the ones you want and not be forced to to have a selection of 20 games. So Xbox did it right, and that's one thing I wish that Sony would take away from Xbox, and I hope it's one thing they follow suit with the next generation, that being the PS5, where else it's going to come out. I hope the PS5 or Sony adopts Xbox's backwards compatibility model. But the reason the Xbox gets so much flack for their backwards compatibility, it's not really the backwards compatibility that's the problem. It's the fact that they are relying on backwards compatibility in this generation. It's the fact that they lean on that heavily, and they have for most of this generation. That is the big problem. It's not the fact that people hate backwards compat. It's not the fact that people hate old games. It's the fact that Xbox has this backwards compat program that's awesome, but they have nothing new. And that's not what I want Sony to adopt. I would like Sony to still keep their current model, which is awesome, putting out gangbusters, putting out brand new AAA games, investing money into new AAA games, but at the same time supporting your old titles from PS1, PS2. They have a vast library of games and classics that I would love to play. I would much rather prefer that than the route they're going. It saddens me to see. It saddens me to see, like I said, just a pure, this is what it is, guys. I'll call it what it is. It's a pure cash grab. They're selling you 20 games that are 20 plus years old for $100 fucking. Think about that. And this thing here has no online capability, nothing like that. Yes, it's HDMI. I don't know how good it's going to look yet. PS1 still looks rough as it is, so we'll see about the clarity of the picture quality and things like that. But guys, for $100, in my opinion, this shit is way overpriced, highly overpriced. It's a shame to see Sony go in this direction because I thought they were above this. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you looking forward to PS1 Classic? Or do you already have it pre-ordered? Are you getting it? Let me know in the comment section below. That's it for this time, guys. Enjoy the video. Please like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Talk to you guys next time. Thanks.